Check out at dawn. Check out at dawn. Rain soft on the stairs. The blue sign is fading, but the night is still there. The room is almost silver, where the morning touches glass. The neon has grown tired of pretending it can last. There is a key card on the table. There is silence in the sink. There is one cold cup of coffee I forgot that I could drink. I fold the borrowed blanket like a letter with no name. Leave the pillow slightly hollow. Leave the sheets without their blame. My saxophone is barely breathing, somewhere far below the rain. And the motel keeps its secrets while I learn to do the same. Let the last light in. Let the blue signs fade. Let the low keys thin through the choices I have made. Check out at dawn. I am leaving soft and slow, with the rain on my coat and the room light burning low. Check out at dawn. No dramatic goodbye, just the elevator humming and a pale motel sky. Sing low, sing slow. Let the morning come on. I'm carrying less sorrow. Check out at dawn. The hallway smells like wet shoes, old carpet and cheap smoke. Someone coughs behind a doorway. Someone wakes before they spoke. The vending machine is glowing like a tired little moon, and the ice machine is rattling one last midnight tune. I pass the mirror by the stairwell, but I do not look too long. Some reflections are just echoes of a woman almost gone. The roads is warm and fading, like a dream I cannot keep, and the bass line moves beneath it like a heart half out of sleep. Let the trumpet fall like a silver thread. Let the brush drums call, then disappear instead. Check out at dawn. I am leaving soft and slow, with the rain on my coat and the room light burning low. Check out at dawn. No dramatic goodbye, just the elevator humming and a pale motel sky. Sing low, sing slow. Let the morning come on. I am carrying less sorrow. Check out at dawn. Ooh, pale blue light. Ooh, end of night. Ooh, rain move on. Ooh, check out at dawn. The lobby is half empty, with a bell beside the desk. There are postcards in a wire rack from places no one gets. The clerk does not ask questions, he just takes the plastic key. And I love him for the quiet of not needing more from me. Outside, the parking lot is shining like a photograph of rain. Every car is wearing mourning, every window hotel sign above me blinks once, then loses power, like the night is finally finished. It's long and lonely hour. Do not make the ending brutal. Do not cut the song in two. Some nights have to close gently like curtains losing blue. Some pain has to leave slowly. Some rooms have to release. Some hearts do not find healing, they just find a little peace. Let the sax fade through the doorway. Let the trumpet turn to air. Let the roads dissolve to rainfall. Let the bass forget the stairs. Let the drums become the weather. Let the tape hiss, drift and thin. Let the song keep walking softly till the morning lets it in. No sudden stop, no bright alarm, only gray light falling on my tired arms. No final scene, no heavy sound, only one slow breath as I put the key card down. Check out at dawn. Pace let go. Roads like air. Leave the silence there. Maybe every sleepless motel has a mercy in the end. Maybe every lonely singer leaves a ghost behind a bed. Maybe I can keep the quiet without keeping all the pain. Maybe I can love the midnight. One last cigarette by the open window. Red moon on the glass. Smoke moving slow. I should have gone to sleep before your name came back. Before the street went quiet. Before the sky turned black. The lighter clicks once, like a tiny broken star, and the first smoke rises to where the red moon starts. There is rain on the balcony rail. There is ash on the sill. There is a song downstairs that refuses to stay still. The saxophone is breathing from a room I cannot see, and every note remembers what you were to me. Let the smoke climb thin. Let the old clock lie. Let the red moon in through the corner of my eye. This is my last cigarette for a love I cannot keep, for the words I never sent, for the nights I did not sleep. This is my last cigarette, burning low, burning red. I am trying not to call you with your ghost inside my head. Sing low, sing slow, let the window hold the rain. I am watching smoke become the shape of you again. The city has no mercy, but it has a softer sound. When the hour turns to 2 and no one else is around, the curtain hands move like breathing. The room forgets my name, and the red moon stains the ceiling like the edge of an old flame. I keep your number nowhere, but my hands still know the way to reach for what would hurt me if I let the silence stay. The roads falls warm and crooked like a light beneath the door, and the baseline moves below me like a heart I had before. Let the ash fall down, let the night stay near, let the low drums drown what I do not want to hear. This is my last cigarette for a love I cannot keep, for the words I never sent, for the nights I did not sleep. This is my last cigarette, burning low, burning red. I am trying not to call you with your ghost inside my head. Ooh, red moon, ooh, smoke in the room, ooh, last track, ooh, do not come back. I remember your coat on the back of the chair, your voice in the hallway, your hands in my hair. The way morning found us with nothing to say, just two cups going cold and the light turning gray. Now the cup is still empty, the chair is still there, and the window keeps opening to the same wet air. A muted trumpet answers from the street below, the rain like it knows every ending has a flavor and a name. Do not make this a promise, do not make this a cure. I have said last cigarette too many times before. Some habits wear a body, some memories wear a face. Some people leave a room but never leave the place. Let the sack stay wounded, let the trumpet answer fall. Let the roads melt slowly like smoke beneath the star. Let the drums stay tight, let the upright bass stay warm. Let the song arrive softly and leave without a storm. No hard goodbye, no sudden flame, only ash on the window, only rain on your name. No bright release, no clean regret, only one red moon and one last cigarette. I hear the paper burning, I hear the city breathe, I hear my own voice saying you are not what I need. Then the room goes quiet and the smoke folds thin, like the night is deciding not to let you back in. Maybe I do not miss you, maybe I miss the ache, maybe I kept the sorrow for the shape that it would take. Maybe every lonely window turns a memory into art, when the moon is red enough to look inside the heart. So I press the ember gently into porcelain white. Let the smoke write one more circle, then dissolve into the night. If I think of you by morning, let it pass without a fight, like a song behind the walls, like a fading motel light. This is my last cigarette for a love I cannot keep, for the words I never sent, for the nights I did not sleep. This is my last cigarette, soft as smoke, dark as red. I am learning not to follow every ghost inside my head. This is my last cigarette, burning out against the rain. I am not free from wanting, but I'm softer with the pain. Sing low, sing slow, let the window lose the moon. I'm watching smoke disappear from this lonely room. Ooh, red cigarette smoke in a line. Your shadow never knocks, it just arrives at 2:05. The window has a fever from the city burning low. Every drop of rain turns crimson when the moon begins to show. I sit beside the curtain with the room behind me still, watching headlights break in silence at the bottom of the hill. No motel sign tonight, no highway calling through, just an apartment full of quiet and a thought shaped like you. The ashtray holds a circle, the coffee has gone cold, and the red light on the window makes the whole night look gold. Glass remembers everything, even when the room forgets. Every breath against the pain comes back as regret. Red moon on the glass, do not show me where I was. I have spent too many hours naming silence after love. Red moon on the glass, burning soft above the rain. I can almost leave the memory, then it finds me once again. Low voice, slow fire, nothing moving fast. I am thinking of someone with the red moon on the glass. The saxophone is far away, almost covered by the weather, like a lonely conversation, two strangers left together. The roads comes in like warm dust on a photograph I hide, and the bass moves under everything like a train beneath the night. I do not light another, I only hold the pack like a door I could open if I wanted you back. But wanting is a hallway with no place to rest, and I have walked it often with your name inside my chest. Rain makes rivers downward, smoke makes ghosts above. I am caught between the two, still calling it love. Red moon on the glass, do not show me where I was. I have spent too many hours naming silence after love. Red moon on the glass, burning soft above the rain. I can almost leave the memory, then it finds me once again. Low voice, slow fire, nothing moving fast. I am thinking of someone with the red moon on the glass. Ooh, red light, ooh, long night, ooh, glass and rain, ooh, your name again. There are no dramatic endings in a room this cold and small, only tiny acts of losing, like not looking at the wall, like not reaching for the number, like not opening the drawer, like not asking empty air what it came back for. A muted trumpet bends outside, then vanishes in smoke. The drum brush touches softly like a secret being spoke. I watch the moon split open in the rain on the pane, and for one thin second is only a flame, but the night keeps reflecting the shape of your name. I stand before the window with my hand against the cold. The city looks abandoned, but the lights are still controlled. Somewhere a train is moving, somewhere a siren bends, somewhere someone is learning how a long night ends. I will not call it healing, that would ask too much too soon. I will call it standing still beneath a red and fading moon. If your memory keeps returning, you can find the curtains drawn. You can watch me breathe in silence till the room moves on. Red moon on the glass, do not show me where I was. I have spent too many hours naming silence after love. Red moon on the glass, burning soft above the rain. I can almost leave the memory, then it finds me once again. Red moon on the glass, soft as smoke, deep as wine. I am not free from wanting, but I'm running out of time. Low voice, slow fire, nothing moving fast. I'm thinking of someone with a red moon on the glass. Red moon on the glass, cigarette smoke in a line. Your shadow never knocks, it just arrives at 2:05. Ashes at 2 a.m. Clock hands barely move. A red moon in the ashtray, and a thought I cannot lose. The table has a burn mark from a night I do not trust. A cigarette dies slowly into gray and bitter dust. The room is almost quiet, but the clock keeps cutting through. Every second lands too heavy when the silence sounds like you. I keep the window open, though the cold gets in my chest. I keep the lamp turned low, like the dark might let me rest. There is a saxophone somewhere, under rain and passing cars, playing one note like a question from a room behind the bars. Let the ash fall down, let the minute hand crawl, let the low groove start underneath it all. Ashes at 2 a.m. on the table, on my hands. I am trying to forget you, but the smoke still understands. Ashes at 2 a.m. and the clock will not be kind. Every hour leaves a circle where your face was in my mind. Stay low, stay slow, let the night keep time. I am counting what is left of us in ashes at 2 a.m. The bass comes in like a heartbeat from the apartment underneath, warm enough to hold me, deep enough to make me breathe. The drums are soft and crooked, like footsteps in the hall, not loud enough to wake me, just enough to make me fall. There is coffee on the dresser, there is water in the glass. There are messages deleted that still live inside my hands. The road is blurred and golden like an old photograph, and the trumpet bends behind it like a laugh cut clean in half. Let the paper burn, let the red moon dim, let the blue smoke learn how to let go of him. Ashes at 2 a.m. clock will not be kind. Every hour leaves a circle where your face was in my mind. Ooh, ash and rain. Ooh, clock and flame. Ooh, hands stay still. Ooh, I almost will. I write your name in nothing with my finger on the wood. Then I wipe it clean before the room can know I could. I do not need a phone call, I do not need a sign. I just need one clean hour that does not come back as mine. The city is a slow pulse in the pipes and in the street. A taxi hisses past below like water overheat. The beat gets slightly heavier, but it never turns too bright. Just a dusty little engine for a sleepless little night. This is not a love song, it is a habit losing shape. It is the space after the fire, when the hand begins to shake. It is the taste of almost calling. It is the cup gone cold again. It is the clock face watching like a quiet witness friend. Keep the sax low and wounded. Keep the trumpet far away. Keep the roads warm and faded. Keep the drums in slow decay. Let the upright bass move deeper, like a secret in the room. Let the groove grow for a moment, then return to rain and gloom. No sudden cut, no clean release, only gray ash falling into little pieces. No bright goodbye, no open flame, only one clock ticking over what remains. I hear the vinyl crackle, I hear the red moon fade. I hear my breath get slower than the choice I almost made. I hear the snare fall softer, like a hand leaving mine. And the thought of you gets thinner, one drag at a time. By 2:30 the window, I stopped asking me to speak. The smoke is only weather, and the longing feels less deep. I can look at the ashtray without turning into stone. I can sit inside the quiet and not feel so alone. So I leave the lighter closed now. Let the table keep the scar. Let the clock keep moving slowly. Let the rain erase the cars. If your memory comes returning, it can find no fire here. Only ash and a woman learning how to disappear. Ashes at 2 a.m. on the table, on my hands. I am trying to forget you, but the smoke still understands. Ashes at 2 a.m. and the clock will not be kind. Every hour leaves a circle where your face was in my mind. Ashes at 2 a.m. soft as dust, dark as wine. I am not free from wanting, but the flame is no longer mine. Stay low, stay slow, let the night keep time. I am counting what is left of us in ashes at 2 a.m. Smoke knows your name before I speak it. It curls above the window like it wants to keep it. I light the room in amber. With a match I almost drop. The flame looks like a warning, then it leans and gives up. Outside the red moon is hanging low over the roofs, and the glass turns into crimson when I start thinking of you. There is no letter on the table, no photograph in sight, just a cup with lipstick fading and the tired edge of night. But the smoke is not as loyal as the silence tries to be. It rises from my fingers and spells you back to me. I do not say your name, but the air already knows. It finds you in the ash and follows where it goes. Smoke knows your name. It writes it in the dark, soft above the window, sharp inside my heart. Smoke knows your name, even when I do not. Every breath becomes a doorway to the love I almost lost. Hush now, burn slow. Do not make me call. Smoke knows your name, and that is the trouble of it all. The sax is barely moving through the rain across the street. One long wounded note with no reason to repeat. A muted trumpet answers like a light behind a veil, then vanishes in weather like a promise made to fail. I keep my hands from reaching for the phone beside the chair. I keep my eyes on nothing, like nothing will be fair. The roads fall soft and crooked underneath the ceiling stain, and the bass moves warm below it like a pulse inside the rain. I do not want the past, I do not want the flame, but every little silence has learned to say your name. Smoke knows your name. It writes it in the dark, soft above the window, sharp inside my heart. Smoke knows your name, even when I do not. Every breath becomes a doorway to the love I almost lost. Hush now, burn slow. Do not make me call. Smoke knows your name, and that is the trouble of it all. In the air, everywhere, thin and gray. Take him away. I open up the window to let the red night in. Cold air moves the curtain like a hand across my skin. For a second I imagine you standing on the stair, not young, not sorry, just impossible in there. But it is only traffic, only rain on metal signs, only someone else's footsteps on the sidewalk under mine. I could laugh at how the mind works if the hour not so late, how it makes a ghost from smoke and then asks the heart to wait. Some names stay in furniture, some stay under skin, some hide in little habits that we call discipline. Your stays in the exhale, in the shape the smoke becomes, in the pause before I answer when the old day comes. Keep the drums low and patient, keep the sax behind the rain, keep the trumpet far and human, keep the piano half in pain. Let the bass stay close and tender, let the room tone breathe and bend. Let the song begin in whispers and leave softer at the end. No sudden light, no clean escape, only smoke changing its delicate shape. No final vow, no bright goodbye, only watching from the corner of the sky. I hear the vinyl dust, I hear the ceiling hum, I hear the matchbox close and light the end of what was done. I hear my voice get smaller than the memory in the room, and the smoke begins to loosen from the red face of the moon. Maybe I can miss you without feeding every spark. Maybe I can hold the quiet without letting it go dark. Maybe wanting is a weather that passes through the chest. Maybe not calling is a form of rest. So I put the cigarette down with the little left to burn. Watch the smoke rise without orders, watch it twist and turn. If it carries you above me, let it carry you away. I will not follow every shape that comes from yesterday. Smoke knows your name, it writes it in the dark, soft above the window, sharp inside my heart. Smoke knows your name, but I am learning not to move when the air turns into memory and the memory turns to you. Smoke knows your name, soft as ash, red as rain, but I am not a room anymore for every returning pain. Hush now, burn slow, let the final ember fall. Smoke knows your name, but I do not have to call. Ooh, in the air, ooh, everywhere, ooh, thin gray, ooh, taken away. Smoke knows your name before I speak it. It curls above the window like it wants to keep it. I light the room in ember with a match I almost dropped. The flame looks like a warning, then it leans and gives up. Outside the red moon is hanging low over the roofs, and the glass turns into crimson when I start thinking of you. There is no letter on the table, no photograph in sight. Window left open, cold air in the room, curtain moving slowly under a tired red moon. I forgot to close the window, or maybe I wanted the cold to come in without asking and touch what I could not hold. The street below is quiet, no tires, no voices, no horn, just a piano from somewhere playing soft before the dawn. The curtain lifts and falls like a breath beside my bed, and I keep hearing your silence in the spaces where you said nothing that would save me, nothing that would stay. Only one unfinished evening that never learned to fade. Cold air on my shoulder, pale light on the floor. I do not need an answer, I just need to close one door. Window left open, let the night pass through. I am done asking the darkness to bring me back to you. Window left open, cold room, quiet heart. I am learning how a memory can loosen in the dark. No rush, no bright flame, only piano and rain. The ashtray is empty now, the lighter is put away. There is no smoke to follow, no old habit to obey. Just a glass of water trembling on the table by the chair, and the shape of my own body growing calmer in the air. The road comes warm and distant, like a lamp in another room. The base is almost hidden underneath the red of the moon. A trumpet sighs once softly and disappears from view, like the world is giving me a smaller way to miss you. Cold air at the curtain, low keys in the walls. The night does not forgive me, but it softens when it falls. Window left open, let the night pass through. I am done asking the darkness to bring me back to you. Window left open, cold room, quiet heart. I am learning how a memory can loosen in the dark. No rush, no bright flame, only piano and rain. I'm breathing through the silence with the window left open. Ooh, cold air, empty chair, pale light, hold the night. Piano low, bass let go, curtain move, nothing left to prove. Every open window, let something leave the room. Every quiet morning takes a little from the moon. Maybe I can keep the memory without keeping it awake. Maybe I can let the cold in till the old spell. One more drag, then I let the flame go. Lighter in my palm, street lights burning low. The lighter clicks open like a small confession. Gold teeth in the darkness, tiny fire, old lesson. Down below the window, a bus sighs at the curb, and the city keeps talking without using words. I am not chasing comfort, I am not chasing pain. I just know your memory still moves under my name. The first inhale is bitter, the second feels like truth, and the smoke climbs the ceiling with the shape of youth. Let the bass come close, let the flame stay small, let the street below hold the weight of it all. One more drag for the habit of you. One more drag for the nights I got through. One more drag, then I loosen my hands. I cannot keep burning for a ghost who understands. Low flame, slow breath, warm bass in the dark. One more drag, then I step away from the spark. There is a woman downstairs laughing under her coat. There is a cab at the corner with rain in its throat. There are bottles in a window, there are signs going red. There are all these little lives still refusing the bed. The saxophone comes crooked from a late room across town. Not loud enough to save me, just enough to pull me down. The roads glows like brass dust on a photograph frame, and the kick drum moves softly like a pulse without blame. Let the ashtray wait, let the old smoke thin, let the slow drums make a place I can live in. One more drag for the habit of you. One more drag for the nights I got through. One more drag, then I loosen my hands. I cannot keep burning for a ghost who understands. Low flame, slow breath, warm bass in the dark. One more drag, then I step away from the spark. Ooh, a little flame. Ooh, not your name. Ooh, street below. Ooh, let the smoke go. The flame makes every shadow look honest for a while. The mirror by the doorway learns the shape of my smile. I used to think that missing was a proof of something real. Now it feels like an engine that forgot how not to wheel. Your voice is not a voice, now it is pressure in the room. A warmth behind the sternum, a red stain on the moon. I do not have to answer every ache that calls me back. Some doors close in silence, some fires turn to black. This track needs a low groove, not a wound made loud. A bass line under rain, not a chorus for a crowd. No bright salvation, no fast escape. Just a hand around a lighter, learning not to shake. Let the trumpet stay distant, let the sax bend tired and blue. Let the roads melt slowly through a room I almost knew. Let the drums grow for a minute, then fall back into air. Let the song leave softly, like it was never there. No heart stop, no sudden light, only one small ember giving up the night. No final call, no fevered prayer, only smoke unwinding in the midnight air. I hear the vinyl crackle, I hear the streetlight hum, I hear the bass move under what I almost become. I hear my breathing settle as the flame goes thin, and the habit loses power when I do not let it win. Maybe I kept smoking just to give my hands a roll. Maybe I kept wanting you toward the empty hole. Maybe every little ritual is a room we built for grief, and the door begins to open when we stop calling it belief. So I close the light and gently put the pack beside the glass. Let the red moon keep its distance, let the city traffic pass. If I think of you again, let it move without command, like smoke across the ceiling, leaving nothing in my hand. One more drag for the habit of you. One more drag for the nights I got through. One more drag, then I loosen my hands. I cannot keep burning for a ghost who understands. One more drag, soft as ash, dark as wine. I'm not cured by has a rhythm, every flame has a cost. Every lonely open window knows the shape of what was lost. But the ember is smaller and the night is less sharp. I can keep my own breathing after one more drag. The room lets go in pieces, the window drinks the rain. The drums fall back to rainfall. The bass slips down the wall. The road becomes the street light. The sax forgets to call. The flame dies without drama. The smoke thins into black, and nothing ends too sharply after one more drag. The room lets go in pieces, the window drinks the rain. The drums fall back to rainfall. The bass slips down the wall. The road becomes the street light. The sax forgets to call. The room lets go in pieces, the window drinks the rain. The drums fall back to rainfall. The moon looked like blood. Above the quiet roofs, smoke climbed from the window. Like it knew the truth. I saw it through the curtain, low and red and still, hanging over the city like a warning on the hill. The room had lost its color, except the ember in my hand, and the shadow by the doorway that refused to understand. No siren broke the weather, no voice came through the floor. Only rain against the gutter, only breath behind the door. The saxophone was calling from a street I could not see, and every bruised note sounded like it had been waiting for me. Let the red moon stay, let the old smoke rise, let the night look back with its blood-colored eyes. The moon looked like blood when I thought of you again. Not love, not forgiveness, just the color of the pain. The moon looked like blood over rooftops, glass and rain. I was trying to let you vanish, but the sky said your name. No rush, no light, no sudden way through, just a red moon watching what I still carry of you. The cigarette kept burning, though I barely took a breath, like a tiny private ritual between memory and death. The trumpet sounded distant, silver under all that red, like a ghost in another room, saying what we never said. I did not want a meaning, I did not want a sign, but the whole night looked symbolic in that dangerous crimson shine. Every building seemed to lean in, every window seemed awake, as if the city understood the shape that longing takes. Let the piano fall like dust inside a frame. Let the bass line crawl underneath your name. The moon looked like blood when I thought of you again. Not love, not forgiveness, just the color of the pain. The moon looked like blood over rooftops, glass and rain. I was trying to The weather has no secret it can show, but some nights feel ancient, like they started before time. Like every lonely room has been waiting to be mine. I watch the ash fall slowly into porcelain and dust. Watch the red moon lose an edge behind a cloud, the color of rust. For one breath I felt nothing, for one breath I was clear. Then the sax came back wounded, and you were almost here. This is not a horror story, this is not a grand despair. It is just a woman listening to a red moon in the air. It is just a room with smoke in it, just a night that will not end, just a heart that keeps confusing, a shadow for a friend. Let the drums stay far and heavy, let the trumpet sound afraid, let the roads blur like candlelight in a room of old mistakes. Let the sax rise very slowly, then fall back into rain. Let the whole song fade gently, like a fever leaving pain. No violent end, no final crash, only red light thinning over cigarette ash. No bright release, no door thrown wide, only smoke disappearing where the old ghosts hide. I hear the final crackle, I hear the roof line drip, I hear my voice go quiet before your name can slip. The moon is only weather, the blood is only light, but it still feels like a witness at the center of the night. Maybe I made you darker than you ever really were. Maybe grief paints every memory with a violent kind of blur. Maybe I called it destiny when it was only lack. Maybe some loves look fatal when you are afraid to look back. So I let the ember die there without pressing it too hard. Let the smoke leave through the window, let the red moon lose its scar. If I think of you by morning, let it be without the knife, just a name across the weather in another version of my life. The moon looked like blood when I thought of you again. Not love, not forgiveness, just the color of the pain. The moon looked like blood over rooftops, glass and rain. I was trying to let you vanish, but the sky said your name. The moon looked like blood, soft as smoke, dark as wine. But I am not a sacrifice to every ache inside my mind. No rush, no light, no sudden way through, just a red moon fading with what I carried of you. Maybe I made you darker than you ever really were. Maybe grief paints every cigarette burn on the balcony, red moon over the rail, rain hangs over the city like a thin silver veil. The concrete is cold beneath me, the ashtray leans on the chair. I can see the whole street breathing from the 7th floor air. A train moves in the distance with a low electric sigh, and the red moon stains the rooftops like a question in the sky. I came outside for quiet, but the city came along with its pipes and passing engines and a saxophone gone wrong. It bends around the corner like a memory with manners, still refusing to explain. Let the balcony hold what the room could not keep. Let the smoke unfold while the streets pretend to sleep. Cigarette burns on the balcony, little stars on the stone. I am thinking of someone, but I am standing here alone. Cigarette burns on the balcony, red moon over the rail. Every ember tells a story that was never meant to stay. Move low, move slow, let the warm bass rise, as I am watching the city flicker with smoke in my eyes. The groove comes from below me, from a car with tinted glass. Slow drums under streetlight, like a heartbeat made to pass. The road's chord opens softly on the edge of the night, and the trumpet leaves a bruise in the red reflected light. I tap the ash against the railing, watch it fall without a sound. Tiny gray confetti for a love I never found. I do not call your number, I do not say your name, but the lighter in my pocket still remembers the flame. Let the city pulse, let the wet road shine, let the smoke grow thin, one breath at a time. Cigarette burns on the balcony, little stars on the stone. I am thinking of someone, but I am standing here alone. Cigarette burns on the balcony, red moon over the rail. Every ember tells a story that was never meant to stay. Ooh, red rail, ooh, wet air, street lights below. Let the old smoke go. A woman crosses the avenue with a collar to her chin. A taxi slides beside her, then the rain swallows it in. Somebody on a rooftop laughs once, then disappears, and I feel the whole night moving through the architecture of my years. This is not the same room, this is not the same ache. The balcony gives distance to the shapes that memories take. From up here you look smaller, less like fate and more like weather. Something passing through the city, not a reason to stay forever. Do not slow it into sorrow, do not turn it into blame. Keep the rhythm slightly moving like the street below my name. Let the drums grow warm and dusty, let the bassline walk the rain. Let the sax cut through the skyline and fall back again. Let the trumpet keep its distance, let the roads blur the view. Let the guitar tremble lightly like the rail beneath the dew. Let the song feel like a balcony, open, wet and high. A place to watch the old herd leave without goodbye. No sudden stop, no final spark, only traffic breathing under red moon dark. No slam door, no sharp release, only ash descending into city peace. I hear the vinyl crackle, I hear the elevator groan, I hear my breath grow steadier, and the thought of being alone. The burn marks on the balcony look less like little scars and more like faded constellations under tired city stars. Maybe Maybe every higher floor makes the past look less severe. Maybe distance is a kindness when the night is clear. Maybe all the things I carried needed rain and open air, needed sirens down below me, needed smoke to take them there. So I leave the cigarette resting in the ashtray by the chair. Let the ember die in silence, let the red moon thin to air. If your memory comes climbing, it can find me at the rail, but it will not find me waiting for the same old tale. Cigarette burns on the balcony, little stars on the stone.